we have more bombshells from Bob Woodward's book. He is somebody who's been in the reporting game for decades, pretty much 50 years, damn near. He's been working at the Washington Post as a reporter since 1971, which is an insane amount of time. So obviously he has a lot of credibility. But he dropped this bombshell book that is coming out, and I think in 1 or 2 days, I forgot. But here's one of the bombshells that comes from this book. He says, Trump called Sessions mentally retarded. CNN says, President Donald Trump has called Attorney General Jeff Sessions, quote, mentally retarded and a, quote, dumb Southerner, striking a far more shocking and profane tone in private than his public attacks, according to a new book from legendary journalist Bob Woodward. Trump's long-simmering anger stems from Sessions' decision to recuse himself from the Russian investigation. Woodward describes how Trump viewed this as a backstabbing betrayal by someone he hoped would shield him from trouble. Says the 448-page opus from the Pulitzer Prize-winning author Fear Trump in the White House is slated for public release on September 11. So, anyway, like I said in the previous segment, which I talked about, where there's a claim made that Gary Cohn, who was his economic advisor at the time, would take papers off his desk so that he wouldn't end up signing them. And he did that with NAFTA. And I think that that's not really outlandish. I think it's totally possible. I think it's totally a possibility. Honestly, it's really hard for me to believe that that didn't happen. Honestly, it really is. So, and I feel the same way about this one. The beef between Trump and Sessions is something that is very real. And we know because, Trump is literally he was blasting him on his own Twitter account, on social media. So he's just straight up publicly blasting the person he appointed as Attorney General. And as the article pointed out, it started out after Jeff Sessions decided to recuse himself from the Russia investigation. Because the way Trump was thinking, hey man, you're the Attorney General, so I need you to really cover my tracks. I need you to cover my ass. I need you to be the cover. I need you to shield me from really any of this investigation and anything that may come of it. But then you see Jeff Sessions go ahead and say, I'm going to recuse myself because there were some, iffy ties going on. And I hate Jeff Sessions. I hate him a lot. I really strongly dislike him because he's super conservative. He has a really disgusting racist past. Coretta Scott King wrote a letter as to why he shouldn't become a federal judge, and he ended up not being able to, being appointed or being, accepted as a federal judge. And he's super anti-marijuana. He's a complete douche. But as soon as I figured out that Trump wanted to get rid of him, I was like, hey man, don't quit. I was like, don't quit, because that sort of a disconnect is just going to cause them to do nothing. They're just going to hate each other, and it's essentially going to become a stalemate because they're not going to be able to do anything. So, I have a hard time not believing this. We know Trump to say some pretty crazy shit. And the thing is this dude probably has tapes. I'm pretty sure this guy has tapes. So we got a lot of shit coming in the works. Let's see what it's like, man. Let's see what happens.